Completing our Baltic trilogy of armed forces overviews in 2025, we end off with the Lithuanian armed forces. As we've noted in the previous videos about Latvian and Estonian armed forces, finding the most up-to-date information can be difficult, so go easy on us. But do also let us know in the comment section if you have more up-to-date statistics. Anyway, let's get started. Using as much up-to-date official data as possible, let's start with personnel size. Referring to the Lithuanian Ministry of Defence's website and its staff numbers webpage, this is what we see for its most recent 2024 number count. The number of active duty professional service members is 12,401. In addition to this, there are, or were, 3,920 conscripts serving their 9-month mandatory service. Outside of the active duty full-time members, there are 5,472 members serving as part-time soldiers who train in their free time outside of their civilian jobs. Known as the KASP in Lithuanian, they are similar to Latvia's National Guard, known in Latvian as Zemesardze. There are about 300 cadets enrolled in the military's academies and about 3,400 civilians working for the Ministry of Defense. Completely outside of the Lithuanian military is the paramilitary group known as the Lithuanian Riflemen's Union. Their website states that there are nearly 17,000 members. We'll have a separate video to talk about this group, what they do, and the weapons they use. We'll also be creating a separate video for the KASP, and so this video only covers full-time active duty forces and units. When it comes to Lithuania's land forces, here's how things are organized. All of Lithuania's land forces fall under the newly created or somewhat revived 1st Division. This division includes its heaviest and best equipped Iron Wolf Brigade and its newer and lighter Žemaitija Brigade, known as Griffin Brigade in English. A 3rd brigade exists and is made up of reserve units and trainees. Going by the name Aukštaitija, this unit barely exists in peacetime. When mobilized, it'll include soldiers from various Lithuanian military schools, training units, and academies. The Iron Wolf Brigade consists of the following components. There are signals, headquarters, anti-tank and reconnaissance companies under the command of the brigade. And then there are 7 battalions. The Lithuanian Grand Duke Algirdas Infantry Battalion, the Grand Duchess Birutė Ulan Battalion, the King Mindaugas Hussar Battalion, the Duke Vaidotas Infantry Battalion, the General Romualdo Giedraitis Artillery Battalion, and a Logistics Battalion. That's 6 battalions, and so what's the 7th? Well, at the time we're making this video, in mid-2025, the NATO Forward Presence Battalion Battle Group is also part of the Iron Wolf Brigade. This will change in the future, however, as it's our understanding that the unit will eventually be under the command of the new German 45 Brigade being established in Lithuania. Then, for the lighter Žemaitija Brigade, there are 4 battalions assigned to it. The Lithuanian Grand Duke Butigeidis Dragoon Battalion, the Lithuanian Grand Duke Kęstutis Infantry Battalion, the Duke Margiris Infantry Battalion, and the Brigadier General Motiejus Pečiulionis Artillery Battalion. Like the other videos, we won't cover every single weapon in the Lithuanian armed forces, but here are some of the main pieces of equipment used by the land forces. Hundreds of American-built JLTV 4x4s are used as infantry mobility vehicles. While these will somewhat replace the old Humvee 4x4s, the older vehicles are still part of the military. For APCs, Lithuanian land forces still use the M113 and M577. At the same time, an unspecified number of these have been donated to Ukraine. In June, we put out a video asking if these old APCs should be replaced and suggested a few modern wheeled options that could be considered. If you haven't yet seen that video, do check it out after. But then, for Lithuania's main infantry fighting vehicle, or IFV, the wheeled Boxer 8x8 with a 30mm autocannon is used. The Lithuanian name for these vehicles is the Vilkas, which means wolf. In the future, Lithuania will operate the tracked CV-90 IFV from Sweden and the Leopard 2A8 from Germany. For artillery, Lithuanian forces operate the tracked PZH-2000 self-propelled howitzer as well as M101s. Lithuania has ordered 18 Caesar Mark II wheeled self-propelled howitzers from France, and these are expected in 2027. Lithuania will also have 8 HIMARS rocket artillery systems in the near future. Again, these are just the largest and most notable pieces of equipment, and we're not going over everything. But moving on, what is the size of Lithuania's navy? The Navy's patrol division consists of 4 Fluvafiskon-class patrol ships, the P-11 Žemaitis, P-12 Dzūkas, P-14 Aukštaitis, and P-15 Salis. The Navy's MCM, or Mine Countermeasure Squadron, currently has 2 Hunt-class ships, M53 and M54. M55 will eventually join the fleet, but at the time we're making this video, this hasn't happened. There's also a Vidar-class command and support ship N42 Jotvingus, which is also a mine layer. Finally, the auxiliary ship squadron consists of the search and rescue ship Shake and 3 harbor cutters H-21, H-22, and the relatively new H-24 Lokis. The Lithuanian Navy also has a port and coastal defense unit. Established in 2022, this new unit combined the Navy's Undersea Operations Command and the Navy's Logistics Service Protection Company into one structure. It consists of a headquarters, the first security company, an underwater action team, a shallow water team, and a communications and information systems squad. According to the Lithuanian military's website, the second security company and a coastal defense detachment will be developed in the future. And then, moving on to the Lithuanian Air Force, there are 3 Alenia C-27J Spartans. With a maximum capacity of 50 passengers, Spartans are used for civilian evacuations, to fly troops to international missions, and for Lithuanian government VIP flights. Next on the list are 2 Let L-410 turbo-let short-range transport aircraft. These were donated to Lithuania in 1992 by Germany. While the planes were built in 1982, they've been modernized with new navigation equipment. These aircraft can fit around 19 people on board and can carry soldiers and members of the government. They're also used to enforce Lithuania's coastal territory and train pilots. Then there are 3 Eurocopter, now Airbus helicopters, AS-365N3 Dolphins. These were ordered new in 2013 and are mainly used for search and rescue and environmental monitoring. And for the time being, Lithuania still operates the Soviet-era Mi-8. Up until recently, there were 3 of these that were operational. Then it was decided that 2 would be donated to Ukraine in 2023. But eventually replacing these choppers will be 4 UH-60M Blackhawks from the United States. The first of these are due at the end of 2025 and the rest in 2026. The Air Force has also announced its intention to order 3 C-390 Millennium aircraft from Embraer. For air defense, main equipment includes the NASAMS as well as the RBS-70, Stinger and Grom man-portable air defense systems. When it comes to surveillance radars, there's the Sentinel and Giraffe Mark IV. At this point, we should also note that part of the Baltic Air Police mission is based at the Air Force Base near Šiauliai. This sees Allied fighter jets rotating in and out to help guard Baltic airspace. Outside of the 3 main branches of the Lithuanian Armed Forces are its Special Operations Units. There are 4 different Special Ops units, each with their own specialty. If you're interested in Lithuania's Special Forces, we have a full video explaining this part of the military. As a final note, we have to acknowledge that there will be a full German brigade permanently stationed in Lithuania quite soon. Obviously not part of Lithuania's armed forces, this Bundeswehr unit is in the country to provide extra deterrence against Russian aggression. The same goes for the American battalions stationed in the country, which include armored and artillery units. So, there's your rough overview of Lithuania's armed forces as of mid-2025. Certainly, a lot of changes have taken place in the past few years, and there will be even more changes in the years to come, with the addition of Blackhawks, HIMARS, C-390 transports, CV-90s, Leopard tanks, and more. What do you think of Lithuania's armed forces? Let us know by leaving a comment.